What is going on, everybody? TheZachMichael here. Today, we are going to be creating an ambient melody from scratch using ELECTRA. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out LizardRecords.net. It's where all my kits are for sale and a bunch of other stuff, such as my ELECTRA banks, which we're actually going to be using today. These just have sounds that I designed that I like within ELECTRA. So let's try to find a good sound. I like this one here. Moment. Good pad. We're just going to turn it down a bit. And we're going to make something nice and slow today. I'm thinking 125 for now, but we'll probably end up changing that. And we're going to make it in G minor. So let's just go ahead and kind of put on the ghost notes for G minor just to make it easier to explain things and visualize it. So first thing we're going to do is just lay out some bass notes. Like that. Now we're going to build chords with a seventh on them. So the seventh is essentially when we're adding a note to the triad. So a triad is these three. These are the triad, right? And then we're just adding the seventh, which is that note there. How am I getting these notes? This is the first, this is the third, this is the fifth, this is the seventh. And the way I built the chord is you just skip a note within key to build it. So that's the chord so far. Next, we're going to take the third note, but the fifth is what it's technically called. We're going to pitch that up. Just like that. We're going to speed this up to 128. Next, we're going to load up another ELECTRA. I like this key, but it needs to have a lot more reverb. It's too dry, so we're gonna throw this reverb on it. And what we're gonna do now is remove some of the notes within the ghost highlighting, just so I can see which notes are actually being used. We're gonna kind of create a pretty simple melody. Really, really simple. Next, we're actually going to take a drum loop of mine. Like this here. This one's called flip. We're going to time stretch this. And then we're just going to turn this down a lot. Just add this texture to it. And we're just going to take the first two bars and loop that. Just kind of add some movement to the loop. Pretty simple. It's nothing too crazy, but I like doing that. Sometimes what you can do is actually filter out a regular drum loop, but that one there's a perk loop and it works pretty perfectly. So we're just going to use that. Next, let's go into Arcade and try to find something like this pop underground section. And maybe we'll find something in here we could use instrument-wise. Maybe some strings. Let's just set this to D minor. That's perfect. This will be perfect. We're going to throw a lot of reverb on it. And we're just going to filter it. And we're going to throw on an echo boy, just to give some more delay. Put it on ping pong. Just like that. And just like that, we have the loop. So now we're going to split by channel. And we're going to go ahead and export each of these sections here. Not going to do anything too crazy arrangement-wise, but we're going to go ahead just render out each of these sections. Why are we doing this? It's just so that way, like, any reverbs that we added to like this ELECTRA, etc., so they won't bleed into each other, because when you're arranging the loop otherwise, like you might get some bleed in between the sections. And I try to avoid that just for like arrangement's sake if a producer wants to change the arrangement later on. So just going to duplicate this out. Intro section with everything. Section like this. A section like this. And then I kind of just stem it out at the end here. I keep my arrangements fairly simple. I don't really do anything too crazy. Just like that. That's the arrangement of today's sample. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out TheZachMichael.net. Pretty simple loop, but sounds fire, and like there's a lot of room for drums on this, and even like a singer, or you can throw some bars on this, which I like to do a lot with my ambient melodies. I try to leave a lot of space. Kind of helps like with like just creating a soundscape as opposed to something that has too much going on. I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching. Head on over to ElizabethRecords.net if you'd like to support me. You can purchase VST expansion banks, drum kits, loop kits, and MIDI kits that'll level up your production there.